Well, you're
Don't
Derek's
ever make me a
neighbor.
voice of reason. Yes, we are.
They're neighbors. His
Southside.
bar.
Yes, they are. Yes.
His bar is their neighbors. And how come you didn't find out the thief who stole his solar lights from the parking lot?
You didn't look and see the
you
solar
hear
lights
about
that are
that?
now in
No.
my parking lot, did you?
He had solar lights stolen from his parking lot.
Yes,
Had
enough.
what stolen?
My solar lights were stolen from
His solar lights were
Oh,
stolen,
yes,
and
I
I have
remember.
2 new
You
solar
said
lights
He's
in
his
my
neighbor.
parking lot.
He's the neighbor.
All
He
of our
catch it.
pickleball nets have been stolen too.
Yeah.
I was like, where do they take the nets? Are they going fishing or something? What's it?
I know. What kind of neighbor are you? Neighborhood watch, right?
Yeah.
I think Derek strategically located the gym based on us not having air conditioning. People could start sweating there and continue sweating over at the bar.
So, the voice of reasoning, Mr. Travis.
Voice of reason, me.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on at Last Shot.
Well, right now, probably not a lot. Business has been real slow lately, but no, everything is great over there. We're just wrapping up at the end of Pool and Darts just stopped, and they're going to ramp up again in April, May. Upcoming, we've got Josh Castro's doing his concert. They got the SOMI Awards coming up, so February 8th, Josh is doing the concert
Saturday
up there.
night. It's Saturday night.
Yep.
Yeah.
February 8th, and then of course we got the Super Bowl coming up on February 10th. We got all kinds
Wait, I
of
thought the
stuff.
SOMI Awards were February 1st this Saturday.
SOMI Awards are this Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
But then the following week, I think there's a lot of people that are doing concerts and a fashion show and that type of stuff. So the tickets for Josh's show, and I think Nettie C is going to be up there with him.
That sounds good.
They're $15. They're expecting to sell 180 tickets, so
Wow.
we're hoping to pack it in.
Is that going to be at your bar?
It's going to be at the bar.
Awesome.
Yep. Our capacity is 200 people. This is going to be the first event of this kind. The biggest event that we've ever had was Pride Fest. We had.
What do you call it? Tumblr?
Tumblers. We got these at Hobbies, another small business.
This is.
I just heard about the Cheyenne. Was
These
just
are
telling me.
great. I actually keep my drink there with ice. It lasts almost all day and all night long. It's crazy. I can't believe it, But now, Travis brought us some really good margaritas here. Travis, what is this thing here?
Cheers.
Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
It's the Sip Happens.
Sip Happens.
And it was agreed prior that we were going to be able to have cocktails on here and just talk business. I mean, I think all 4 of us here are very proud of our businesses, and we love Saipan.
Right.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
it's,
very
it's,
well
it's quite
said. Very well
passionate.
said.
I mean, I haven't known Donna that long. Shai's known her for a while, my wife.
Yeah.
But I've known Derek for a while. We ride motorcycles together. We differ on a lot of things, but we're very much the same on most every one of our core values. And we're both deeply committed. We both weren't born here. I came here for disaster work after Typhoon U2.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I spent 18 months here under my contract, and I swore that I was never leaving here. And it was kind of my retirement dream to open a bar.
Huh.
And I went ahead and did it because I knew it would work here. But it's great having people like PK, Derek, now you, Donna,
Yeah.
Brad. I mean, I talk to Brad. Sometimes I drop things off to Brad, and I'm going to be here for 30 seconds, and I end up 4 hours later.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brad, by the way,
Both of us
for
still
being
doing what we do.
the soundboard tech.
And 98% great time.
Boy, that is
and,
very well
And
described.
you really don't even remember the struggle part goes by quick.
Right.
And,
It's
you know,
the good
our kind of part of view, like we started it, right?
Yep.
But Tanya's really ramped up what she's been helpful with over the past couple of years, especially the new location, right? So a lot of the stuff that I just don't have time for, but it's so important. Like all the picking up checks, taxes, all the stuff that like
Yes.
literally you can't survive without.
Yeah.
She's really stepped in to do. So it's like the admin side, right?
Yeah.
So I concentrate on just building and growing, and she concentrates on maintaining. Without that, it wasn't working, you know. So she's really stepped in a lot lately, and it's been very, very helpful, and I really appreciate her for that.
Well, and there's two sides to every business, right? It's the front-facing side. I'm a bar, you're a dental, you're a gym.
Yeah.
Everybody
what's
thinks
behind the scenes, right?
Everybody thinks.
There's so much behind
God,
the
it would
scenes,
be,
though, yeah.
it would be great to have a gym. It would be great to own a bar. It'd be great to own a business, whatever it is. But they don't realize what the work is behind the scenes.
Right.
I tell people all the time, you know, that Shai and I probably put 60 hours a week in behind the scenes.
Absolutely, yeah.
And when everybody sees us at the bar at night having cocktails or doing whatever, they think, God, it's got to be a great life.
The work's done.
But they don't know.
You did all the work beforehand to
You know that-
prepare for that event.
Yeah, you're up at 6 o'clock the next morning
Yep.
cleaning the toilets.
Yep.
It's a
That's
job.
yeah, it's your job, it's your livelihood, it's something that you're contributing to the economy, and I think it's wonderful, and I'm so appreciative that you guys are all here. I think, Brad, could we take a commercial, and when we come back, we want to talk about the serious stuff here.
Yes. We
What's the
absolutely
serious?
can. All right, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Coach Derek Cutting, the owner and founder of Laddie Built Fitness. So no matter who you talk to here at Laddie Built, everyone feels that they are part of a family, part of a group of like-minded people. No one feels judged. No one feels like they're being teased or picked on or looked down upon because maybe they don't know what they're doing. They could be brand new and have no idea what they're doing. They might be overweight or really skinny and feel very self-conscious about themselves. But at Laddie Built, nobody judges here. And if you ask anybody here that might be in better shape than you or even not, but has experience in the gym, they will gladly help you through a workout and teach you a few techniques that could help you. So Laddie Built organically from day one, since the boot camp era, has organically grown this fostered environment of community and being a safe place, but a strong work ethic community of people that want to get work done. All I can say is that I put my heart and soul into it from day one. I treated everyone like that at the boot camp from the very, very beginnings, and everyone at the same time would treat each other like that from the boot camp era as well. And as we grew, as we got into a brick and mortar facility, we got bigger and bigger. I feel like people definitely just take this place as a home, as like their brother and sisters are working out next to them, not their enemy or not their competitor, you know? So organically, it's just the vibe here is different. Everyone feels very, very comfortable, and I love the fact that it happened like that.
Paradise Dental's giving you the gas. Well, not that kind of gas. You already know that Paradise Dental has the most affordable coverage in the entire Marianas, and now we've got something special just for new customers. And now for a limited time, Paradise Dental is offering free gas vouchers for new signups for their coverage plan. If you sign up for a singles plan, you'll get a $10 gas voucher. If you sign up for a couples plan, that's a $15 gas voucher. And if you sign up for the whole family plan, that's a $20 gas voucher right after your first visit. So hurry down to Paradise Dental and sign up for the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage today. These gas vouchers are limited, and with smiles like these, you know they're going to go fast.
Hey, I'm Coach Derek Cutting, the owner and founder of Laddie Built Fitness.
begins with the Marianas Business Network, and if nobody out there or anybody doesn't understand what we do, is that we're a network group that's for the whole entire CMI, and what we do is that we are a group, a network group that supports one another through referrals, providing free resources.
All small businesses throughout the CNMI.
Yes.
Bring them together to be able to share what they do, what they sell, what they represent.
Yeah, definitely in referrals and having planned activities like we're doing now that we could actually have conversations and speak about and talk about our economy, how we could be a working group instead of just a mouthpiece, right? That's what we're really here for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Travis is actually our chairperson.
And I think the fun part, the fun part about this networking group is we're all meeting new people all the time. But the crazy part is a lot of the people that show up to the meetings, we've all had conversations with. I mean, Derek and I have talked about this thing. We've talked about this since we've both been or since I've been here and have been in business. But now we're finally all together, and it makes a difference. It's different if two people, if you and me are talking, Derek. It's much different when we're talking and there's 25 people listening or 25 people that have the same question that we had that we asked each other.
Right.
And it makes it easier for them to ask the question.
Right.
They think that these people that they've been doing this for a while, they have the same questions we have. Donna, when we were meeting today, all the stuff you were talking about, that all resonates with me.
Right.
Right? It's all stuff that we knew already, but it's good to have a reminder.
Right.
Because sometimes you think.
Brought up earlier during her training, so she had a little training today for the fair coming up. We can talk about it later. But anyway, so one of the things she spoke about was that we're going through what every other business has and is also going through at the moment, right? So with the economy, with constantly having to market and advertise, every single business that's been here for the past 100 years, since we'll say the war, or since we became independent of Japan, we're not new. We're just the newest generation of businesses, right? So it's important to share what we do and our struggles, our victories with those that are inspiring to become business owners. Because and that's our motto, for Laddie Built, it's inspiring. Be the inspiration. You don't realize who's watching. And do what others inspired to do. Do what's right when no one's watching, because someone's always watching.
Everybody's watching.
That is so
Yeah.
true.
Everybody's watching. Yeah. No, it's true though, and I think it's so important that we encourage one another, because a lot of times
Absolutely.
it's like, let's not step on one another. I always say this motto is like, there's always business for everybody, no matter what. You can have 10 gyms next to you, Derek, but there's business for everybody. It depends how you treat your
It's
customers,
proven.
right?
We've gotten 3 gyms now on island, and we're all alive.
Right. And that's how we really survive out here, right? I mean, there's a lot of teeth on the island, so there's a lot of dentists, right?
Or no teeth.
Or
We
no
do
teeth.
that too. Yeah.
Also
From the
needed a
first to
dentist.
the last. So how you always, or at least for me, the way that we built our business, and we were taught how to do it, right? And one of the things that helped us grow a lot were networking groups in the States. And I was going to 5 to 7, because there was a breakfast, lunch, dinner, happy hour, and they were all around food, so I gained 20 pounds. But, you made friends, and I got sidetracked today, but one of the things I was going to tell you is, so I'm going to this breakfast every Tuesday, for an hour and a half, and it had a format, where we would tell each other what we did, and we had a format for it. And we would pass referrals to each other, and, it would be like the carpet cleaner in the group. So if I needed my carpet cleaner, I'm obviously he's my friend now, right?
The whole point of those groups are to work with each other. So you kind of
Right.
make an agreement when you join the group is to, if you need a lawyer, you talk to the lawyer in the group. You
Right.
don't go outside. And
Oh, so
it's-
you're familiar with that too, with the
Yeah,
groups.
so,
And I think
uh,
Travis is as well from the States.
I did in Hawaii for several as well.
Okay, yeah.
Groups.
But
and
isn't that a missing link
you
here?
agreed to work together, right? And
Right.
at the very least, you have each other for business. And then outside of that, you always refer each other,
And the crazy part about it when you say that, Derek, is you're 100% right. But you don't feel like you have to because they're part of the group.
Yeah.
You feel like you have to because
You know them, you know their
that's
business.
Your first instinct is
You
I need
trust
this.
them.
I go there.
You
my
tru-
I need this.
my
You're-
experience was, if you see just because someone is showing up 5 to 7 times does not mean they're not busy.
Right.
It's the busy people that are showing up
Right.
because
Yeah.
they
Right.
care about. And you're not going to stay in those groups if you do a bad job of the carpet cleaning.
Right.
You're not going to be staying very long.
No, definitely not.
So
because
it's
that's,
really like an automatic
It's building
win-win.
relationships, right? And that's the
Relationships.
beginning of sales. Period.
Absolutely.
You plant the seed, you build a relationship. Whether you're selling carpet cleaning, gym memberships, beer,
Right.
whatever you're selling,
Right.
it's relationships.
Right.
And having that customer service up front. So when you're in that marketing group, you're literally learning the owner of that company and trusting them, trusting what they do, what they sell, right? So you trust their product or their service more than some random one. And if you have a bad experience, that might change some things, right? But when you're working with that group and you're working with that person that you trust, they're going to make sure they fix what might have been wrong, right? So then you want to refer them again. And that's the point of the group, is to come together as a community of business owners and realize that, you know, we're all here to work together. We're all working with the community. The community, whether they're just employees or business owners themselves, we all have to function together in this ecosystem of CNMI, right? There's purchasing, there's spending, and repeat.
Right.
And we provide our service or a product. They are either providing the service or product or the need for their household or their a want for their household, right? So we have to make sure that constantly cycles through and we trust each other with those referrals.
Yeah.
I want to give an example of how a networking group can help you build your business, right? Because what Derek's talking is the cornerstone of every good networking group, what he just described. But I'll give you a true story. So I'm going to this networking group, and they know that I'm Dental Donna with the dental practice on wherever, and I get put in charge. The Chamber of Commerce, we had joined the Chamber of Commerce, and we were having our ribbon cutting, right? But it wasn't until like a year. We'd already been in business for like a year. So I'm telling this group that I meet with every Tuesday at Panera Bread on Powers Road that that I'm in charge of the party, and I said, I know all of you have your own dentist, but would you please? I'd like to invite you just to. I gotta have people show up for this
try it
thing,
out.
right? So they all came. They didn't know who that dental practice was. They didn't know who Dr. Crum was,
Of course.
but they knew who Dental Donna was. And that thing was the biggest. It's my biggest claim to fame. It was the largest ribbon cutting in the Chamber's history in Colorado Springs, and we made 59 new patient appointments that night.
And here's the thing, Donna, are you a dentist?
No.
Exactly. But your title is Dentist Donna because your husband,
Dental
Dental
Donna.
Donna, sorry, excuse me.
Everyone gets it right.
Because of
first,
your
yeah.
husband and the practice that you work with in, right? It doesn't have to be the actual dentist. They trusted you
Exactly.
who's a representative.
That's
not
my
the
point.
dentist. They trusted you. They said, okay, I'll show up.
Right.
And then the rest is just organic from there.
Exactly. Well, very well described.
Right.
Thank you.
Coach Derek.
That's it. That's right.
Right, there you
Coach
go,
Derek.
Coach Derek.
That's exactly right.
And
And
PK,
did-
PK is trying to come up with a name for me, so I suggest anybody that's listening,
Yes, please.
go ahead and
Please.
throw
Yeah, it
something
has to
out
start
there.
with a
We
T.
got Coach
roast
Derek
him.
and Dental
Roast
Donna.
him.
If we
Roast
have a
him.
few of these, we're going to be
Yeah.
I know.
We're,
I mean,
we're here drinking
Total
margaritas.
trash.
And
Trash Travis.
I think I told PK, I said I've been called a lot of things, and I
Oh
don't
no,
care.
we
I'm
got to
good
get
with
you
whatever.
catchy with that. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
trying. Everybody, this is very good and strong, and I'm trying to lower a little bit.
Yeah, who
please.
made these margaritas,
I
by
don't
the
know,
way?
but Derek's getting red. I'm getting red and splashy over here. I'm just like,
lights
oh,
are bright.
The lights are bright.
So I would tell you another thing. So one of the other things we had to do once a month in that group was what was called a one-on-one. So PK and I had to go to
Yes.
have a coffee.
Yep.
But I would invite PK to come over to the dental office, right? So I could give him a little tour, and then we would go in this room and we would talk. But now what have I done? He's seen
Yes.
my place, but that
Operation,
yeah. So I killed two birds with one stone,
Yep.
right? So that was very effective. And then we had to do pass one referral a month, not a week, just once a month. So very easy to deal with. So that's why I'm here, because somebody finally stepped up and got the group going instead of
That's
me
the thing.
We did
talking
this-
about it.
In Hawaii, we did the same. The one-on-one was a weekly thing.
There you go.
So every
Oh.
week we had to have our meeting, but after every meeting you had to make your connection
I
with
didn't
somebody
know
else,
you had
and
done
somebody
this.
different every week, right?
Right.
And it wasn't a guaranteed sale. You're not trying to pitch them.
No.
You're not trying to make them become the customer. They might become, but you're just trying to show them what you do, and your
Exactly.
operation.
Exactly.
Right? The more they know about what you do and who you are, the more they trust you, and the more they're willing to refer
Refer
you
people to you,
to
right.
all their friends and family when somebody says, I need to get in shape. I need my
Right.
teeth fixed.
Right.
I need to get drunk. No,
I
sorry.
need a drink.
I need,
I need a drink.
I need recruiting
Every
services.
business owner can identify with that.
All three of you are here in my studio. I need all of them. All you need to do is get me a hair guy
And a mental health
Right.
professional.
Why a hair guy? I got you. I got you. Give me a razor and shaving cream.
So, Donna, the Marianas Business Network held an event, was it 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. I think so.
At
January
the
9th.
Beach Club, 360 Beach Club on Beach Road. And
Shout out to Andy.
to Andy, thank you so much for hosting us. We had the governor there speaking, and
Shout out to the
Packed
governor.
house, yes.
packed
Impressive.
house. Yeah, and you had a question for the governor, right? And so
I can cue that up, but 1 second. We've got one of our viewers just asked, they came in recently, said, what businesses do you represent?
good question.
Our own. And you need to come too if you got one.
yeah,
Well, we had in the beginning. We did an intro. But we can do it again.
yeah.
So
What? Oh, you mean who are we?
I'm
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
so
okay.
so go ahead.
Oh.
You
Oh,
start,
I
Donna.
misunderstood that.
Dental
I-
Donna is
Dental Donna is. I'm with Paradise Dental Spa
on where?
on Middle Road on Guala Ride, the big orange ugly
orange
building.
Ugly building, right?
And I'm PK. I'm the president of the Marianas Business Network and founder,
founder.
and also the founder of Sincerely Saipan Destinations Travel and Wedding Company. I'm also the principal partner of Labine Associates for the Asia Pacific countries here.
Which is a recruiting firm.
Recruiting firm. Thank you.
I'm Travis Jones. I got Last Shot Bar.
Ooh.
Derek Cutting, president of Bloody Built Gym, and Brad. Future reference, we may put that on the screen as our names and location, our businesses.
To
For
keep it
each
up
person
so
that's
they
going to
know.
come for this, yeah,
'Cause people do
that
come
could be
on
something
it,
that
sure
maybe
do.
we could
And
do,
you
Can
know
we
what?
do that, Brad?
So
like float it on the bottom or something.
the answer is yes and kinda.
The margarita.
The yes part is I could totally do it. The kinda is I'm bouncing back and forth between each of the cameras, and those things don't go from camera to camera.
Oh, even on one camera is fine.
So, like, PK is going to end up being Derek Cutting, and Derek.
What about a name thing? I like a
okay.
little name thing
Okay.
in front of
Yeah.
us.
And
No, we
Donna
need
would
that.
be Travis.
Maybe
That
this,
would be a
you know,
great-
description of the actual post of live, put it in there maybe.
I will. I'm going to put the.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that stuff in there.
That way it's
Right.
permanent.
You know what we're talking
All right,
about?
moving
this?
forward.
We're talking about the four of us, but we got Brad here.
Brad.
Yes.
Brad is,
Everybody
Brad,
knows
thank you for
Brad.
bringing this
He put
entire news
he put this whole thing.
podcast together.
Yeah.
He kind of came
This
through
is new.
in the production part of
Yes.
this.
Oh,
and
without
Brad
Brad,
didn't,
yeah.
Brad didn't really want to be a part of our group. He wanted to be the production part, but he wanted to stay quiet. But Brad is a small business. Brad is the perfect example.
Yes,
Absolutely. We're all under 15.
Everybody
We
needs
all
to
work with
hire
Brad
an NMI news service
One
to
employee, whatever
help
we are.
us
Well, that's the whole
market.
thing.
Totally
When
affordable.
we came up with the whole idea about podcasts, instead of just starting your own podcast from scratch, why not work with somebody who?
There's a bigger market.
By the way, just got a great suggestion from Charles Cepeda. He said, "How about
Hey,
putting-
Charles.
He said,
Hi, Charles.
putting a table tent with everybody's business name." in
I
front
just
of it.
said that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're representing
Dental
Last Shot
Donna.
right now.
Well, right now, Travis' idea was to bring
So here's
margaritas, so
Last
unfortunately, this is our table.
They're all
set.
gonna have name
Yeah.
tags by next time.
Well, yeah.
Well, be
Next time, yeah.
Delta,
And that's
a
kind
dent-
of that's what we've talked about though for the last couple of weeks. Is we really had no idea how this first show is going to go.
It's the
And
first one, so
we're
thank you for
anticipating
the
it
comments
that-
because we're
We
we're
appreciate
learning.
every comment because
Yeah, for sure.
I mean PK will be here every time, but Dental Donna and me and Derek might not be unless
Well,
Right,
we're
unless we
gonna
get
be,
huge reviews.
We'll be rotating hosts
Yeah,
here, so
we're
it's never
and
it's not always
guests.
to be me here.
And
It's gonna be
guests.
so we're gonna have a guest, and we
Perfect.
welcome everybody to come on the show
It's
here.
awesome. Yeah.
Because everybody's voice that needs to be heard, and you can't miss Travis's margarita.
As long as Travis sponsors
I was
margaritas
gonna
every
say, we can
event.
probably do that. Sip Happens can probably be
Sip
sponsored by
Happens.
Hey,
margaritas.
yeah, exactly. Every show you have Last Shot Bar
Every show I'll donate
logo placement
I'll
in
donate
every
a tower
shot.
of margaritas to
Do you
every
see
show.
how full this tower is? Look at how
For now.
Hey.
for now.
It's only half
I
as full
see.
as it was when we
Ah.
got here.
Each sip I take, I'm just like the lights are just getting to me.
I'm glad because each sip he takes, the less questions he's asked.
All right, where were we?
Okay.
No, I just want to say, I know it looks like we're having fun because we are, and we always do at networking events. But the reason that I joined is because I know that it helps me continue to grow my business.
Absolutely.
So if you have a business of any size, please join us.
Yes.
The smallest at-home business is like, you don't have your own location yet. You're just at home, all the way to like the bigger corporations. It doesn't matter. You own a business. Talk to PK about getting on the podcast and
Talk to
into the
any one
network.
of us. Talk to any one of us.
You know, it's funny, Donna, when you said that about it looks like we're having fun. It is, it's rare, right? Everybody, so when people see us, they see you at the dental office and you have a smile on your face. They see Derek at the gym. He's in the place where he loves to be. They see me at the bar, and that's when everybody says, oh my God, it would be that would be a great life.
They don't see the hissy fit on the other
And that's
end.
where, so it's okay for us to get together and do this and have a blast and have laughs and talk about what we care about and share all of it.
I think it's important
because I
to
think everybody's got the same feelings.
mention that I think, not all, but I think a majority of business owners peel off from the typical 9-to-5 employee lifestyle to follow a passion,
Yeah.
right? And that's what I know I did. I want to speak for anybody else, but I know I definitely followed the passion of fitness and nutrition. And yes, I work way more than 9-to-5, but I don't work, if that makes sense.
It does.
Like, I love what I do. I love working 12 hours a day sometimes, 15 hours a day
Right.
sometimes, weekends. When things are needed, I have to make it happen. But becoming an entrepreneur is a different kind of person that just finally just says enough is enough of this rat race. I want to create a life for myself. And I'm not saying revenues are incredible. Business owners, everyone thinks you own a business, you're a multi-millionaire. You get that, right?
Yeah.
We all do.
You're rich. You're
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah.
Right?
We're not.
But not to interrupt, but on that same
We're
note,
not.
Derek, exactly what we talked about today when we left Donna's office, exactly what Derek and I talked about. I said,
Successful.
we are both successful,
Successful
but it's in life
because
not
we
in
follow
riches.
what
Yeah.
we love.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And, I don't drive a Beamer. I would love to someday, but
You
I
have
love my
a
Jeep.
car.
I love
Yeah.
my Jeep, though. My Jeep is cool. I love my Jeep.
I got the case.
It's
truck,
worth
you
like
got the Jeep.
$3,000, but
Yeah, but
it's
you-
badass.
and you
I
have a
love it.
motorcycle too. I mean,
That's
what-
worth like $2,000. Like, I love it.
And he has like another.
I have fun toys. We'll
I
put
live
that way.
across the street from you. I'm your neighbors for both of you, so I should be
Yeah.
your neighborhood watch.
I have fun
see what
toys.
goes on here.
But see, here's the thing: they're not a $100,000 car. They're not a $70,000 motorcycle. They're my passions, right? I love going off-roading. I went with my son 3 days ago, or over the weekend. What today's Thursday? So what? Over Sunday, we went up Mount Susu, and he's old enough now to really enjoy an experience. So 5 of us got together, 5 of my friends that have off-roading vehicles, and we all planned. We all meet up. We convoyed all the way up there. We went at we went at like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, all the way to dark. So we watched the sunset over the island on the top of the mountain, playing in a grown man's playground. Men don't grow up. We just get more expensive toys.
That's right.
That's
Oh,
all
that's
it really
for sure.
No,
comes
we
down
don't have
to.
$1 million
right?
bucks, but we have $1 million lives.
Yes,
Right. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, my Harley, I love riding with Travis and the clubs, and we go as often as we can, and that's a pastime that I enjoy. What's more important is being an entrepreneur is that when my son has a flag ceremony at 9 o'clock in the morning to present him being student of the month, I can be there.
Yes.
That's
I don't have
priceless.
to ask a supervisor, a manager, an owner, can I have an hour or 2 hours off from work to go see my son get his award? I enjoy that lifestyle more than anything else. Of course, I want to eventually get to be more financially free, but it's a work in progress. We're not all there. We're growing, but it's taking time, right? But I still love the fact that I can still go have lunch with my wife and not have to ask anybody to spend 2 hours at the
Yeah.
restaurant. you know?
Yeah.
You have some flexibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you guys, I want to wanna
PK's
ask
jumping
you
at the
guys-
bit. He wants to get back onto the.
No. I wanted to ask you guys. We could actually go to commercial and bring out Arlene and try some of her
Oh,
food.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Derek's dying.
Or
He
do you
needs
guys
some
want
food.
to talk about the
Treat you.
event that happened with the governor?
Wait, or can you talk about that event with the governor and bring out the food?
We can talk about the event with the governor while we're having
She-
food.
She worked pretty hard. I could see that she's ready
I
to
can
give
smell
you guys
it.
some
Well,
food.
why don't we just go on the food?
Go to commercial.
Go commercial and
Yeah.
and yes,
We'll plan it from there.
yes.
All right, hey, you guys, Travis, Donna, and Derek, you guys can jock and pone. You know what that is?
No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Of what? Yeah.
You guys
I'll gladly
rock,
bow out
paper,
if I need to
scissors,
bow out.
Just to see who gets their commercial first.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't need to go first.
All right, so.
Last
Yeah,
shot bar.
let's play it, bro. Let's play it.
Last shot bar. Here we go.
Travis wants to go first.
Order, or we-
Hey, I'm Coach Derek Cutting, the owner and founder of Laddie Built Fitness. So no matter who you talk to here at Laddie Built, everyone feels that they are part of a family, part of a group of like-minded people. No one feels judged. No one feels like they're being teased or picked on or looked down upon because maybe they don't know what they're doing. They could be brand new and have no idea what they're doing. They might be overweight or really skinny and feel very self-conscious of themselves. But at Laddie Built, nobody judges here. And if you ask anybody here that might be in better shape than you or even not, but has experience in the gym, they will gladly help you through a workout and teach you a few techniques that can help you. So Laddie Built organically from day one, since the boot camp era, has organically grown this fostered environment of community and being a safe place, but a strong work ethic community of people that want to get work done. All I can say is that I put my heart and soul into it from day one. I treated everyone like that at the boot camp from the very, very beginnings, and everyone at the same time would treat each other like that from the boot camp era as well. And as we grew, as we got into a brick and mortar facility, we got bigger and bigger. I feel like people definitely just take this place as a home, as like their brother and sisters are working out next to them, not their enemy or not their competitor, you know? So organically, it's just the vibe here is different. Everyone feels very, very comfortable, and I love the fact that it happened like that.
We are back with Sit Happens with the Marianas Business Network, and here we have is Arlene Calvo, right?
Yes.
And Arlene, excuse me, I just had you Marguerite. Could you just introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Arlene, Arlene Calvo of 30Jan2025 Restaurant. I am presenting to you our unlimited Korean pork barbecue. This one is worth $25 per head, and it's unlimited side dish, unlimited rice with one choice of beer or a soda.
Okay.
It's available every day from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Could you tell us what this dish is right here?
This is our samgyeopsal.
Maybe you want to pour,
Yeah, this is
tilt it a little bit
this
to the
is
camera.
our there's a camera.
There's a
This
camera
is
here,
our
yeah.
samgyeopsal. We cook it already. So our unlimited samgyeopsal includes shrimp with a mussel.
Here, you want to lift it up so that we
Yes.
can see.
We have shrimp, mussel, shrimps, and the marinated pork belly. We have also the mushroom, inuki mushroom wrapped with beef. And we have here our jjajangmyeon.
Could you
This
see
is,
that?
this
You see
is-
that, Brad?
This is black noodles. Only two of the restaurant here in Saipan serve this one, and we are one.
Is that Italian?
This is
Italian.
Korean. This is Korean food. Yes, black noodle.
Italian
soup.
Korean.
Black noodle. Yeah. We have fried spring roll.
Could you lift that up for the camera, please?
Yes.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll do this.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
grab one. Let's grab one.
Here's one right here.
That's
Yeah,
a
let's grab one. Let's
fried
eat one.
spring roll. If you're vegetarian, this one don't have meat. Yes, it's made of
I'm a vegetarian until I eat meat.
that one is made of vegetables. We have this homemade kimchi that our
Lift it
customer
up.
really
Oh,
loves.
sorry.
Yes, we are located in Susupi. We're across World Resort in JCT Building 104. We're in between Zoom and Pep Boy. Yes.
PK, how about a quick fill up?
Yeah, let me.
Could we trouble you?
Would you like a margarita?
Yes,
like
of
margarita?
course.
Do we have a cup? Could
Hey,
someone
Shai.
grab her a margarita?
I think Shy's
Oh
back
yeah,
there.
no, I have a cup right here.
While that's happening, let's fill our plates with this delicious food.
Brad, how's your margarita doing?
I'm about ready for a new one, but Arlene, hey, while you're there in the microphone, let's tilt it up a little bit closer, and can you pull it closer to you? You move the stand, so we can hear you a little bit better. Hey, you had a good question for the governor during the big night over at 360 Beach Club.
Oh yes.
And your question was about would businesses get compensated because of how difficult it was because of a loss of business with all the traffic and the road work and everything like that. So how bad has it been? Like how bad has your business been impacted by the traffic, and what have you done to try to overcome that?
Oh, actually, until now we are having difficulties aside from the road, but I am really looking forward that the governor or other officials who is concerned about it that can do even just a tax break for small businesses, especially us, that is having problem right now. And what I try to do is to cope up that problem is I try to post in social media. I try to reach out on through Facebook, and I did try to advertise through Saipan Tribune before to hopefully to make up, and then I joined this Marianas Business Network that I believe it will help us.
Well, the first problem is that you didn't go and advertise with the NMI News Service.
That's right.
Right. That's
Sorry.
That's just to make you laugh. But really, what a great idea. So you didn't just pose a problem, but you offered a solution with that idea of the tax break. That was a brilliant idea.
Military
Well, everybody's
SOP
pretty
right there.
comfortable knowing that the CNY doesn't have heaps and heaps of money going on right now. The idea of having the tax break sounds like it makes some really good sense.
So, Arlene, can we have discussion about what you said earlier during the text, or is that something that you want to keep between ourselves?
Oh, the one earlier in the
Yeah.
Oh, yes. The
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm here also to let our customers, our beloved customers that who help us, that our location in the Daejangkum restaurant in Susupi will be closing our business this March 20th. And I am hoping that we can still cope up with this economy, and we can find a better place that can help us continue to do good service to our community.
Wait, are you saying not just your location? Are you changing your location, or you're closing the whole business?
Right now the plan is we are going to close our business on the 20th of March.
And that's why when I spoke with Arlene earlier about how the business network could help her, and I said to her that just hold on for a little bit, see what we can do. Let's work on your marketing. Let's get some referrals. Let's see other options, funding options. But I was sad. I was completely sad to hear about that. And I said to her, I said, Arlene, I wish I could, throw you, millions of dollars or whatever it is to hold you, because I know you always mention that you care about your employees.
Yes.
And the crazy part again, and we're kind of going back to the same thing here, is Arlene, this is the first time that I've heard this brought up. But this is also part of the networking group. It's not just networking. It's being friends. I mean, this is our goal here. Is it's not for Last Shot Bar to survive. It's not for Lottie Bill Gym to survive. It's not for Paradise Dental. It's for every single business on this island to survive. Because if everybody's surviving, that means our economy is thriving.
Right.
And it's not great to hear, but it's great that I found out right now, because now we do something to help.
No, we will come and help what we can do.
Thank
But
you very much.
also, don't feel singled out, because again, Derek and I talk about it a lot. Is any one of us feel this way at any time, and we're not sure. I've told Shai
You're not alone.
Yeah.
20 times in the last 5 months. I've never felt this way in my life, but I've never been so scared for my business that I am right now.
You know, it's very brave of you that you came on the show
Yes.
and to disclose this, because a lot of people will be very shameful about it. Not only that, but you went in and you brought in your dishes that you have here, and it's so good, by the way. If I sent Brad a photo, she brought all this food and she cooked it outside of his studio. Sorry to the landlord, you know.
Excuse me, just for a moment. Can I
Okay.
trade you for
Oh.
a second?
Yeah.
I want to do this because you are
Can't see it.
like
Blocked by the microphone.
we're losing viewers because they can't see your beautiful face.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure? Are we gaining viewers because we?
Am I talking this way?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's us.
With that microphone, I'm able to pick you up. You're fine.
Okay, so I'm good. So I could just talk this way right here, right? I forgot what I was saying, but what I'm saying is that she came in here and started to cook this for us. So this is fresh,
It was awesome, yeah.
and it's really awesome. And she had a short time to do it, because we had another guest that was supposed to come on, but but Arlene, this is what you call somebody who, is a team player, and came by and said, you know what, I could come here. I want to showcase what I have at the restaurant, what I'm able to do, and I need your help. And and I think that's the where it is that she has the lowest prices for buffets. How much is your buffet?
Our buffet is $12.
$12?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very
It's
Yeah.
$12. We supposed to be offering that one every day. We from Monday to Sunday, but right now because of we felt that there's a lot of people that's I don't know what's happening. So we are doing our buffet every Friday and Sunday. Lunch buffet for $12, and then we have a dinner buffet on Friday, only $14. Yeah,
So
per
you-
head.
what day is your lunch buffet?
Our lunch buffet is Friday and Sunday now. Yes.
Friday and Sunday.
Friday and
So
Sunday.
I think maybe, okay, I'm not trying to change anything, but lunch is, after church, maybe, right? But then if you market to the businesses, all of them, they all go out for lunch, right? So they all want to go somewhere for lunch. So marketing to that, being you're probably at the bottom of the buffet value, right? Not value, but as far as the price goes, right? Typically it's $15-$16 for a buffet nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a great value. And I just killed a plate while you were all talking, and I was hungry.
Right. No, it's good. That's all the
We also
margaritas.
killed two bowls of goldfish.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said you lost a tooth.
I came in for dinner.
I thought you said you lost a tooth. That's all Donna.
That was bomb. But what I wanted to bring up was, what people I don't think everyone understands. There's a micro and a macro to economics, right? Micro, of course, I need to bring in more members to have more revenue, to be able to sustain my overhead, pay my payroll, and be able to have a living that I can survive, right? That's the micro. The macro is that as a community of the CNMI, we're all in the same boat. So we all need to support each other, right? So you, as having a buffet, those of us that now know your buffet lunch prices, we can go there for lunch on Friday and Sunday or whatever days you want to change it to. If we're not supporting each other, we all start to collapse.
Yes.
That's
Money
true.
circulates constantly, right? So
Yes.
it's not about any one of us trying to get rich. That's not at all the point. We're not
That's
trying
true,
to become
yes.
this like mega mogul of somebody in CNMI. That's not how the econ works. People sometimes think that, unfortunately, because you own a business, oh, you must be rich, you know, right?
We hear it all the time,
But
right?
in reality, the money that I earn for building this entire thing, I have to put back into the system. And where do I want to put that back into? People I trust and who I care about. So I would rather put it into a restaurant like yours, a bar like yours, and dentistry. I sent one of my staff to Donna just a couple days ago, right? So it's the macro side of it is if we don't constantly keep that revolving money that we do have here in the CNMI rotating and moving through all the businesses, we're all going to fall apart.
Right. We
You
need
can't be greedy. You have to constantly keep
Absolutely.
it, earn it, and then spend it on each other.
But I also
That's
think
economy. That's
Yeah,
literally
I
the
think
definition
we need
of economy.
to do that.
I think going on that too, we had this discussion a little bit today, and we were talking about being able to get stuff on island, right? And when you have to go onto Amazon, and when you have to do this, and when you have to do that. I've told Shai a million times, I will do my absolute best to spend every cent I have on Saipan. Because I feel like it's crazy. I might be able to get it for a third of the price on Amazon, and it'll take 10 days, and it'll be here, whatever. But I actually feel like every time I go into business, I'm feeding somebody's family.
Right.
And I will
Yep.
not go online unless I absolutely, if it's something I cannot find here, but I will spend hours looking on island to make sure that I make it here, so I'll spend it here.
Absolutely.
And I know that we all feel that way.
You know, Arlene has, since I know her, she's been a very dedicated person.
Yeah.
You know, she loves her business. She loves her family. She loves her community. And, you know, it's unfortunate because as we all know as business owners, when we do have places that CUC eats all of our profits.
Yeah.
And and people don't understand that, you know, some of the prices that we need to raise up, you know, especially in the restaurant business because of CUC, you know, the expense, because nobody wants to sit in a sweaty restaurant, you know, eating something unless you have a Trouse's bar, right, which is open air, which everybody loves, by the way.
Jab, quick jab.
He's like, okay.
Nice save.
But anyways, yeah. So, Arlene, is there anything that we can support you? How can we, as members of the community and also the viewing audience
I
here?
think we show up. That's how
Yeah.
we support. We show up.
Oh, thank you very much for showing your support. I'm very happy to hear that coming from you. You know, I am trying hard to do the business. It's not just for myself, it's also for my employees. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
even though that we are almost closing down, I'm trying hard to reach out to anybody that I know that that can help us. Because for now, my priority is to hopefully our business can still support families, especially the families in need right now. Like
Yes.
this economy that's very, very, I don't blame the economy because, you know, not only cinema is having a bad economy.
Yeah.
So,
I just want to jump in and say, like, at the big meeting, the Moving Our Economy Forward thing out at 360 Beach Club, how impressed I was that you fought through what a lot of people have as a major obstacle. A lot of people don't like to speak up. A lot of people don't like to talk about the problem that they have. Everyone wants to put on that happy face and everything. But you brought your question from your small business to the governor when a lot of people didn't. And were you worried about that before you said anything about that? So many people seem to be like they're afraid to even talk about that to the people who are in charge, but that was not a problem for you.
yes, because you know I have a friend that is also a member of Marianas Business Network. She have a business, the Tambayan, and we talked together that she's having a problem like this, and I felt her also. So that's why from there I have the courage to talk, not just for me but for all I know that small business that is affected
Yeah,
with
you're not alone.
the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not alone, but you know, it was courageous for you.
Carmen Pangolina, by the way, said she's tried your kimchi and says it's so good.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
silly.
Where is it? Let me try your
Very-
kimchi.
very
Wait,
addicting.
what did she say? Let me try
It's
it.
bomb.
Let me try it.
It's bomb.
You know what?
Also,
what-
people have definitely know that Derek likes it because they can hear him crunching.
Oh my god.
That still might be the
Nobody
gold.
else eating but me.
I'm using
I
my
came
finger.
here literally for dinner.
But what?
This
what
one's
I
some
wanna-
good kimchi. I'm
What I
sorry.
want to say on that same note, I mean, it all goes back to what we're saying. We don't want to have this. We just started this as our first night, and we're already hearing the story. We don't want this to be a monthly segment about who's the next person going out of business, right?
Right.
What we want everybody to know here is that our local businesses, they're near and dear to us. I mean, we have to survive, and it's not just about people showing up, but it's also about people showing up, not asking every 10 seconds, how big a discount can I get to come here?
That's what. Yeah.
And I mean, we see
Yeah.
that all the time.
All
in
the
business
time.
I talk to all the other bar owners. It's the same damn thing. It's how big a discount can we get? I don't know. I had, people wanting to do a pool tournament at the bar, and they asked me if I would kick in $40 to pay for the pool tables, and I said, absolutely, I would if it makes sense. I
Yes.
said, now you got to remember, when I do one of these, this is what my actual sales are. If I kick in the money for the pool tables, that's about 12% of my total sales for the night. Is that fair? Is it not fair? I'm not the one to judge that. I'm happy to kick in, but sometimes that 12% is that's my profit.
Right.
And I think I'm grateful to have people in the bar,
Yeah.
but at what? So we work the same amount of hard, the same amount of everything. We do everything we have to do to make no money.
Absolutely.
And
And-
that's the hard part.
And I think that's what's really hard about that. Everybody's looking for a deal. I mean, like a deal, but it doesn't really become. It really becomes a big ordeal for the business owner, right?
And we try to be fair.
And try to be fair.
I understand, we get that a lot too, right?
Yeah.
But what those that don't own businesses understand, there's so much more happening behind the scenes of even my old landlord. She'd see 20, 30 cars in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then she tried to raise our rent in Cagman by almost 400%.
Wow.
400%.
Wow.
Like, that's astronomical, right? Out of nowhere.
Right.
And she's a business owner. She should know that I have overhead, right? There's no way I could afford that. So what they don't understand is the behind the scenes that we have, as you mentioned, our staff, right? That's our biggest expense is our payroll to our staff. Without our staff, we couldn't survive. We wouldn't be as anything we are without staff.
Exactly.
I can only do
Yeah.
so much by myself.
Yes.
I have to have X amount of people to run every other corner, the hat that I eventually take off to give to somebody else. You cannot do it all. And just the overall aspect of the business is there's so much, the CUC bills, and we all know that right now
Right.
CUC is through the roof, and all the additional, what is it called, FICA, whatever not FICA, what is the extra fee? Yeah, please tell me. No, FICA. The FAC.
It is not the amount that you pay for your.
I pay
Because
a lot of taxes.
Every month when I see it, Brad, I say, what the fack?
What
But-
the fact is that, right?
You know what I'm
Donna,
saying,
what
right?
the fact?
So that became a whole issue right lately in the media. But what's up, Brad?
We got a comment from PJ. She said, "Why don't you join with your restaurant with Last Shot Bar so you can showcase your food at the same time
Boom.
and make sales while the bar
We
is
just learned
serving
that.
drinks?"
Oh,
Idea.
I've spoke to Shai earlier about that, and she told me about it, and I'm really, really hoping, looking forward.
There you go.
Ideas.
That's
you.
That's the most important thing, right? To collaborate, in
Yes,
businesses
yes.
and cross marketing.
Yes.
So,
important, right?
and we've, Last Shot Bar has always been open to that, and that
Yeah.
was part of the reason that we didn't do
I was
food
gonna
We
say,
trucks.
I'll
have
talk
our
to
own
your
kitchen,
place.
so
Is
yeah.
we
Yeah, makes sense.
we swore that we would, a kitchen to us doesn't make sense. We sell alcohol, right? We sell that, and people have always said you need to have that, you need to have that. No, we have 50 restaurants within 6 blocks of us,
Right.
and we actually talked to Arlene probably a couple months ago at one of the first meetings, and we said we'd be happy to have you. And one of our expectations at Last Shot is if we're gonna recognize you or suggest you, you just have to perform.
Yes.
And I think that's great. I would welcome every restaurant within
Well, I
6
think
or 8
that's
blocks of
that's
us.
great about the
Get
network,
your menu
right?
up there and do this.
Yeah, that's what's great about the network is that it invites everybody, all
Yeah.
different sides of your business, right? Whether you're a freelancer, you're this or that, and working from home, as you mentioned earlier. But that's a part about we're helping each other.
It
you know,
is,
and that's,
absolutely.
you know, I don't think it's an end all or helping 100% right now, but I think it's a start,
It's
right?
something.
Yes.
It is something, right?
Yes.
And I'll just say something though, but this girl Arlene is open to everything.
You
She's
have to be.
open
That's
to
awesome.
she's open to any sort of suggestion. She's open to how to market. She's very open about that. Which a lot of times when we see business owners that fail, it's because they're not open.
Exactly.
They didn't know how to open the business in the beginning.
A successful entrepreneur is open to any ideas.
And you know what we
They
talked
don't
about
always make sense, but
a little
open.
bit today. We brought that up.
Yeah.
Is that so many times we get so focused on our own business that we don't see outside of our business, right? And that's okay, because I think we're so focused that we understand our business, and we understand our business better than other people understand our business.
Right.
But when you're so focused and you don't see outside ideas, and you don't get reminded of some of the core values that Donna
Be
brought up.
open to an idea that presented to you.
Yeah.
An opportunity
Absolute-
that if you have a restaurant and you don't have a kitchen, that's an open opportunity that makes sense.
And
Yes.
like you said, you know, Tambayan delivers to us a lot, and we offer that. Why not have healthy competition between who's the best food? Because to me, I don't care. It's if we give that offer, if we have 6 restaurants,
Yeah.
the customers get to decide
Imagine that menu.
who's the best food, who's the fastest, who's
Yeah.
the everything.
Right.
Be competitive.
I
Come and do your
actually
job.
was considering like selling hot dogs at
Yeah.
Last Shot before.
Maybe we
Go
can-
figure.
I was
Go
like-
figure. PK was thinking about selling hot dogs.
Where is that? Where is what is this?
Hey,
Try.
you knew it was
You
coming
know
back.
This guy? Are you serious?
You're not muted anymore.
We're back.
And
We're back live. No, I mean we like to have fun here, but this is serious stuff.
Maybe
This
we
is
can make a day at your
We should.
at Last Shot
I don't-
bar.
Last
Like-
Shart? Last Shart bar.
Did you even have a margarita? Have a margarita. Have a margarita.
Oh my God! As long as my new nickname isn't Last Shart Travis.
Last
Shard. Last shard. Last shard.
That's your nickname right there.
Last shard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'll be Shy's nightmare.
Thank you. Wow,
Oh, she's all
I did notice
Refill the margarita.
as the margarita tower gets lower and lower, it gets
I have
very
a bottle,
stronger
I have
and
a bottle
stronger.
that we're supposed to try with this food here. Oh my
Hey, no
God.
one's mixing this, is it?
Yeah.
It's
This
just
tastes good.
the alcohol settling on top.
It tastes very good. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, it is very good.
This
Aye,
guy,
aye, aye.
this can help your pain.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're very
But you
welcome.
know,
I
I
was thinking like,
Yeah.
you know, since you open up that the restaurant can go to your bar. We can do like a day
Yeah.
or a night, or yeah, because you open nighttime. A night wherein there will be a competition of like whatever they want to sell.
Yeah.
Or chicken competition like that.
We can do
yeah.
anything. And I'm always open to everybody's ideas. Everybody's got great suggestions, and I am open to everything because one thing I will never do is serve food.
and he makes
All
he
restaurants,
makes that
bring it on.
super clear.
Yeah, bring it on.
So he doesn't serve food, so that's why I don't go there. And I live across the street.
No, you said you don't come there because you don't want to sweat.
Of course, that's another thing too. I got neck pain. I have one too. I brought it.
You're the
there.
worst supporter.
Well, I go there. Trust
He's an
me.
athletic supporter.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Anyways, so Arlene, thank you so much
Thank you
for
very
coming
much. Thank you
on.
very much.
And you know,
Very much.
stick around. We're gonna bring Dental Donna back here, but stick around. We're gonna do our
She's
closing.
going to bring us some flosser picks for
Yeah.
eating all this good food.
We're gonna do some. We're gonna do closing. So stick around here, okay?
Thank you very
All
much.
right, so Brad-
Thank you.
Brad, can we go into commercial? Quick commercial.
Paradise Dental's giving you the gas. Well, not that kind of gas. You already know that Paradise Dental has the most affordable coverage in the entire Marianas, and now we've got something special just for new customers. And now for a limited time, Paradise Dental is offering free gas vouchers for new signups for their coverage plan. If you sign up for a singles plan, you'll get a $10 gas voucher. If you sign up for a couples plan, that's a $15 gas voucher. And if you sign up for the whole family plan, that's a $20 gas voucher right after your first visit. So hurry down to Paradise Dental and sign up for the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage today. These gas vouchers are limited, and with smiles like these, you know they're going to go fast.
Hey, I'm Coach Derek Cutting, the owner and founder of Laddie Built Fitness. So no matter who you talk to here at Laddie-Built, everyone feels that they are part of a family, part of a group of like-minded people. No one feels judged. No one feels like they're being teased or picked on or looked down upon because maybe they don't know what they're doing. They could be brand new and have no idea what they're doing. They might be overweight or really skinny and feel very self-conscious of themselves. But at Laddie-Built, nobody judges here. And if you ask anybody here that might be in better shape than you or even not, but has experience in the gym, they will gladly help you through a workout and teach you a few techniques that can help you. So Laddie-Built organically from day one, since the boot camp era, has organically grown this fostered environment of community and being a safe place, but a strong work ethic community of people that want to get work done. All I can say is that I put my heart and soul into it from day one. I treated everyone like that at the boot camp from the very, very beginnings, and everyone at the same time would treat each other like that from the boot camp era as well. And as we grew, as we got into a brick and mortar facility, we got bigger and bigger. I feel like people definitely just take this place as a home, as like their brother and sisters are working out next to them, not their enemy or not their competitor, So organically, it's just the vibe here is different. Everyone feels very, very comfortable, and I love the fact that it happened like that.
Paradise Dental's giving you the gas. Well, not that kind of gas. You already know that Paradise Dental has the most affordable coverage in the entire Marianas, and now we've got something special just for new customers. And now for a limited time, Paradise Dental is offering free gas vouchers for new signups for their coverage plan. If you sign up for a singles plan, you'll get a $10 gas voucher. If you sign up for a couples plan, that's a $15 gas voucher. And if you sign up for the whole family plan, that's a $20 gas voucher right after your first visit. So hurry down to Paradise Dental and sign up for the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage today. These gas vouchers are limited, and with smiles like these, you know they're going to go fast.
Hey, I'm Coach Derek Cutting, the owner and founder of Laddie-Built Fitness. So no matter who you talk to here at Laddie-Built, everyone feels that they are part of a family, part of a group of like-minded people. No one feels judged. No one feels like they're being teased or picked on or looked down upon because maybe they don't know what they're doing. They could be brand new and have no idea what they're doing. They might be overweight or really skinny and feel very self-conscious of themselves. But at Laddie-Built, nobody judges here. And if you ask anybody here that might be in better shape than you or even not, but has experience in the gym, they will gladly help you through a workout and teach you a few techniques that can help you. So Laddie-Built organically from day one, since the boot camp era, has organically grown this fostered environment of community and being a safe place, but a strong work ethic community of people that want to get work done. All I can say is that I put my heart and soul into it from day one. I treated everyone like that at the boot camp from the very, very beginnings, and everyone at the same time would treat each other like that from the boot camp era as well. And as we grew, as we got into a brick and mortar facility, we got bigger and bigger. I feel like people definitely just take this place as a home, as like their brother and sisters are working out next to them, not their enemy or not their competitor, So organically, it's just the vibe here is different. Everyone feels very, very comfortable, and I love the fact that it happened like that.
By the way, during commercial break, Derek tripped over the light and
No more for him.
no more
I
margaritas.
don't chew very good, so I swallowed kimchi.
If you guys saw what
I
happened
started
here,
choking.
we thought the whole set was gonna go down. Anyway, we saw the currents go everywhere and the lights went. I don't know. And Donna's like,
Our
I
ultimate,
asked, I go, was it the kimchi?
the ultimate
She was
demise
amazing.
tonight
I'll
could have
keep
been that
eating
Derek
it, and
swallowed.
then I didn't swallow. I didn't chew enough before I swallowed, and then My wife knows. She don't shake her head right now. She'd be like,
Oh my god.
Tanya, put your unicorn costume on and just
she
walk out
knows
of town.
She knows that whenever I eat, I always end up choking.
Well, we're glad you're fine because I thought we had to call 911, but I realized that we don't have good.
Good thing I'm a medic, and I can do self Heimlich. 'Cause I don't trust any of y'all in this room right now.
Hey, real quick, we got a comment from PJ said, hey, maybe Derek can sell shakes in the bar for hangover remedy.
Good idea. I Tylenol, I ibuprofen to the mix. Throw in the blender.
Yeah, we also have another one came in for Donna. Said, hey, hold on, there we go. It says, question for Dental Donna. What is the process for signing up with your plan? Is it open to private businesses only, group, or can anyone just come in and sign up?
Anyone and everyone, if you're living and breathing, you can join the plan, and
Awesome.
we'll show you how if you come in.
Teeth or no teeth?
No teeth, no, whatever. Yeah, no. There's a plan for, you don't have to be part of the government or part of a private employer. We have a plan also for private.
It's an internal
individuals.
system, not
It's an internal. It's an
actual
in-house
insurance like outside.
Right, it's a discount
It's
dental plan.
Exactly.
That is something very popular in the States that we brought here, and you're going to hear a lot more about that as time goes on. I know we're running out of time, and I had to step out for a minute, but I was behind there listening to everything Arlene was saying, and two things came to my mind. The types of people that join a networking group, whether it's this one or not, are people like Arlene. They have a heart for their business.
Absolutely.
And what happens when you come into these networking groups, look how much, if she wasn't part of this group, she wouldn't know of all the support that's out there for her.
Correct.
Right? So I was just and here she is worried about closing, worried about being able to, take care of the families that work for her, and look at the spread she brought us.
Yeah.
Not for any reason except to show us what she does.
And the crazy part about what you just said is we're talking about how important it is to market. She's talking about how important it is to feed her family and stay alive.
Right.
Yeah.
Marketing has it has everything to do with it, but at the same time, when we talk about stuff, a lot of
That
times
really
we
is
haven't.
the bottom line.
A lot of
They were
times
all
we
trying to
haven't,
do
we
that.
haven't lived through that same thing.
Right.
And when it's like, do you fill up your car with gas or?
And you guys
you
have
eat
done
or
this. I know
what do you
Derek
do?
knows what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The people that show up in networking groups, a real networking group like we're trying to describe, they don't last 10 seconds if they ain't like Arlene and the rest of us, right? Because if they're just there for
Yeah.
greed or,
Something other than
they
what
won't
it is.
last because
Yeah.
it'll just be
They're
so obvious.
They're expecting instant gratification, instant sales.
Right.
And it's not about that. It's
Right.
about
So Arlene, I
planting the
want you,
seed.
no matter what happens, I want you to stay in this group because you never know. Somebody's going to show up one night and they're going to say, Arlene, I got the perfect spot for you, and the rent's like stupidly low. And they're looking for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? That's what's going to happen. So don't
Just change
disconnect.
locations, make it happen. Laddie built little. Okay, I brought it up in the beginning, and can you film the ceiling? Brad?
Oh, yeah.
Can you,
Does
can
he
you
want you
tilt
to
the
see
camera
it?
up,
What's the
Brad?
ceiling? Can you
Okay,
tilt
well, the
it?
He's
paint
got
job doesn't
headphones
look
on.
that great right now, Derek. You don't need to
No,
get
because
that close.
that's just
No,
love. That's just love.
this is relevant to a conversation right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Okay, y'all see the gray ceiling? This was a Laddie built ceiling 9 years ago.
Right.
That members volunteered to help us paint. We started here in the CETA building. Back then it was CDA. Now it's
Right.
CETA. Across from the shack. Third floor. We expanded in this literal studio that Brad rents. And my staff and our members painted this gray ceiling that he has up here.
Mind you, these are last shot bar margaritas that Derek's been drinking.
No, I got a point.
Being serious.
Give me a second.
Hello.
My point is that
Slowly.
we would not have survived had we stayed here. No offense to CETA. It was an amazing building. It wasn't conducive for a 24-hour fitness gym. If your location is not conducive to what you need to happen,
Right. Good point.
you need to find a new location that's conducive to what you need. So that means bigger, that may mean cheaper, that may mean whatever it means for you, for your business, it has to make sense. We've expanded now 5 times since 2015. And now we are in the CK building that we own the entire building is ours. We don't have to worry about rent.
Yay, Brad. Yay, Derek.
That 10,000 square. Thank you. That 10,000 square foot building is all training space.
Yeah.
You know, this studio that we sit in today is a big reminder of, you know, what our roots and when we started, you know.
Yes, sure is.
That's true.
You can either give up or you buckle down and make it work, figure it out. And we've moved several times to figure it out.
And never try and do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, it wasn't
Ever.
me. It was all the staff, all the members followed us. Without members, without customers, you're nothing.
That's right.
Right? If it didn't make sense for them, they're not going to follow. So think about what they want and what they need. The reason why we moved out of here was two reasons. It was too small.
Food truck.
It was too small here for us. And unfortunately, a gym on a third floor of a commercial building dropping weights. Every facility below us hated us.
Hated you.
Yeah, so we got complaints like nonstop from the lower. Okay, so we realized very quickly that it's not working. So we have to move. So my advice to you all that it's not working for you at the moment, figure out what's not working and just fix that. Don't give up. Just figure out what's not working, find out what will work, and then move forward from there. Because it's never this is never a perfect. All of us, every single business in this world, CNMI in the global world, we are constantly changing to make things make more sense for moving forward. Whether it be the location, the building, the having a kitchen, not having a kitchen, it doesn't matter. You got to just solve problems and not give up.
So Arlene, like the way you talk to yourself, right? It might not be, oh, we're closing March 20th. They said, you know, we won't going to be here after March 20th because we're looking for a new location. You don't have to tell anybody that you're closing because you might not be. It might just be, like Derek said, it might just be a location issue.
This might be the perfect
that we
time
can
for some
fix.
other landlord to step in and say, I'd be happy to provide you a location.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
I
don't
mean,
know who's listening to
Even
that.
if you have to downsize for the time being because of the economy,
Showing up, I told you how important that is.
She always,
I've been trying to tell you.
dental Donna,
50
she knows.
if you have 50 tables right now, 50
I would ask
seats right
Paradise
now,
Dental.
right?
They had a pretty nice office on there
They do,
upstairs.
right? Yeah.
How many?
Way to cook.
83. My point is that maybe if you have to downsize to 40 for the next couple of years, only because of our economy, you can still stay alive and pay your
With
staff.
this food?
And they,
Yeah.
but do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes
She has 83 staff?
No,
83 seats right now
Oh.
in the restaurant.
Oh, you got to cut something
If she
here.
has to get my opinion, my point is
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, little intimate places are
Yes.
so cool.
Yeah.
But if because right now they're struggling, right? I hope after this they can stay there. That would be the most perfect situation because everyone wants to go support, right? If it's not working by their March deadline they've put down, if they have to just maybe move to a little bit smaller location, maybe half the seats, 40 seats, right? I know it's not as many, but something like that to stay alive for the time being. It's not permanent. It's just because the economy right now is having issues, right? You have to work with what you've got. And sometimes that means downsizing or upsizing depending on what the market has available. And from there, they can then continue on building, right? So sometimes you take one step back, takes 3 steps forward. Quitting, in my opinion, is not the answer.
That's
Work out of your house and deliver to businesses for lunch. Nobody
and you know
delivers.
what, Arlene, I'm very, very grateful that you came on here
Yes.
and provided this.
I think what you're
It takes
finding
a
is you
lot
get
of
lots of
courage.
support.
Very supporting. A
Now
lot
that
of
we know your
courage.
story,
Yeah, because you know what?
it's a
Stay
different thing.
connected.
Everybody has, I'm not saying everybody's going to be in your same situation, but a lot of people have empathy, you know, and they understand this. And so, but we're going to wrap up the show here.
I'd
our
like
first
to tell
show.
all the listeners, thank you for tuning in from 6 to 7 when we started at 6:30. We ended
Tomorrow time,
5 to
tomorrow
8.
time.
But I think as we go along, we're going to get this perfected, and I think this is a great.
Well, I don't think we need to be perfect, and that's the whole thing
but
about this.
I think this is a great avenue,
Yeah.
and I think this is a great showcase for what we're doing. And if we have different businesses on every week,
Yeah.
or every month, and we
And
talk about this,
and
this is important.
We're gonna have the duo here. That's gonna be a permanent host, which I'm so happy about for next month, February. And
So Travis and I have volunteered to.
I don't know how many people remember the Three Stooges, but we're
oh,
probably
you
two of
guys
them.
look at
We got Curly and Moe here.
The generic Joe Rogan. Generic Joe Rogan, right? But I'm very excited about that. But any last thing to say for this month's podcast, you guys? Anything?
I would
Anything
say-
promote or also that.
I just we didn't get a chance much to talk about it, but go to the Marianas Business Network Facebook page, check out the trade show that's coming up February 23rd. If you
Free
you
to
own a
all
business and you can fog a
community.
mirror, you've got to try out and be there. It will help you build your business.
So for those of you
And-
that don't
and
own a
your friends.
business, please come check us out and support. You don't have to pay anything. It's just
Right,
show
free.
up, walk around, and see what we offer.
And free stuff.
For the businesses that she's talking
That's
about,
right.
sign up, assign yourself a booth, and you're good to go.
$50, and it includes all kinds of stuff.
That's the first
Oh.
mention we've had at the trade show.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
we're,
so
we're
sorry.
horrible
So
at
important.
actually
Brad needs a mic-
advertising.
You guys next time could Brad have a microphone too, so he's that need.
I'll make sure I have that for you. But but while you're there, why don't you run through the specifics? I've got on the screen right now the Marianas Business Showcase Trade Show. You don't see
Date,
it.
time, all
Yeah.
that.
You can't see it.
I think we're all looking around.
That's on your television.
Listen, last shard.
We have great footage of you guys turning around.
Last shard.
Last Art Bar.
On this,
Date,
also,
time,
we
all
have
that.
put that in the comments.
Okay.
It does say hashtag.
Dental
last
Donna,
shard
could you please
Travis.
be the serious one here and explain the trade show, please?
Well, the trade show, he's got it up on the screen, so it shows the $50. And that's one of the things that you'll notice about if we keep doing booth events. Booth events are always affordable. I've never seen one past $50 in 20 years. So you don't want to miss that, and everything that it includes, $30 worth of meals, your table, your
For
tablecloth.
businesses you're talking about.
The
Yeah,
business
And we
expo,
also have those
trade show.
doing that aren't businesses, they're just communities. So let's talk about them too.
Yeah,
They
so-
can actually see what we have available in the CNMI.
Okay, this is why you want to come as vendors is one thing, but why does the public want to come? Because you're going to meet Arlene. You didn't even know she made this kind of food.
Right.
Right? She's not going to be selling her food, but I would say to her, put some saran wrap on top of that and bring it to show people, for heaven's sakes.
Showcase,
It's
yeah.
beautiful.
And also, what we'll be having during the showcase is we're doing demos. We're having the Crown Plaza
Yes.
doing a cooking demo on stage. They'll also be doing a pastry demo, and we also have Derek. That's his gym will be doing a demo.
I heard he's going to be on stage in his G-string,
No, I'm not getting a
With his
G-string.
G-string, he'll be on a G-string.
showing off his keg.
And oh my goodness! Wait for next month's show. We also will
That's what
have
margaritas.
Polani Crown that's gonna be doing a memoir.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Ashley, she's gonna be doing a.
Ashley, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be doing a demo there. So we have hair and makeup demo. So we're gonna. It's very interactive. We're Alexa Fun Surprises, which is a company that rents out like cotton candy machines, snow cone machines. They're gonna be giving out like all the free stuff there too.
You're going to see businesses that you didn't even know existed here.
Absolutely.
You think you know what everything's here. You don't.
And also, I heard, I'm not going to, I mean, it's not 100%, but Max, who will be operating, might be giving out some round trip tickets to Saipan to Rhoda and also credit to for cargo.
What is Max
Oh.
represent?
Max,
Well, you know how everybody likes free stuff?
Micronesian Air Cargo Services.
yeah.
They haven't sponsored us, so you know what? I'm just going to say acronym.
But every single booth, if they come to my little class, every single booth is going to have free stuff.
Talk about your class that people get when they sign up.
Oh, yeah,
for the trade
so
show.
there's some tricks and tips of how to successfully run a booth.
As a business.
Yeah, so that they can have, so it can help them build their business. They get some actual customers from that. So when you sign up for the $50 to be a vendor, you also get this little boot camp training about how to do a successful booth.
Derek and I were there today. It was
Yeah, we got
fantastic.
two people here
let
today.
me chime in for a minute. So $50 gets you 2 lunches.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you-
$30.
So obviously not all of us can be there for the full. It's an 8-hour event, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to have 2 staff represent a 4-hour block for each of those, and I get 2 vouchers for lunch, Mentos for my 2 staff. That's
Right.
perfect. So basically, I'm buying my lunch staff, right?
Right.
My staff lunch, and they're getting the payroll while they're there. And of course, I'm going to step in and want to represent, but the training that I had today with Donna was everything I know,
Right.
but never put it into a context of a booth. Like, I took everything she put out and I made a whole list of notes. And
You did. I watched it.
I do. I have a whole
Nice work, Derek.
Good.
Thank you. So I have a lot of work to do to build my booth for the event, and I think all the businesses that are going to be jumping on board definitely take advantage of Donna's training.
Yeah, it's just-
you
it's
might
not
know it
rocket
already.
science.
You might not. You might. One little thing is worth it. It's free. You're not paying anything
Yeah.
for her
And
training.
the reason that I wanted to do this is because we built our business in the States heavily with booth events.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to share that with people so that they could have that
And
same
it's-
kind of
it's that's
success.
what knowledge.
yeah, I think that's what the best part about having this trade show is. You're having the booth money that you're spending is actually going back to you as a vendor. We're not the MBN is not collecting any sort of.
So we're not. The event is not a for-profit event. You're not
It's
trying
zero.
to sell your product at
No.
the event. You're not trying to sell sneakers or dishes. You're not having a restaurant set up. It's strictly marketing for them to come to you. So make sure you plan a strategy to have
We'll help you with
those
that.
customers sign up where you have a warm lead list that you can then contact them for that later communication with your restaurant deals,
Right.
gym deals, bar deals.
So I'll give you an example.
Exactly.
When I would do 3 to 5 booths a week, because remember I can go anywhere where there's teeth or not. So I would come out of those booth events with up to 50 new patient appointments every booth. You want to know how I did that? Come to that training, right? Because I'm going to share all that with you. Because somebody taught it to me. It's not that none of this is original. I just had the blessing of being taught.
So just to let everyone know that's watching, we're trying to market to the businesses that want to participate, but we're not going to be successful if 100 businesses show up. We have booths, not a single community representative shows up.
Oh yeah,
right? The whole point
We need to
is
market to both of them. Yeah.
this is a non-paid, zero fees.
Free event, yeah.
It's a free event for everyone to show up and to come just basically see what Saipan has to offer. We encourage you to come out. We want you to come and see, and a lot of us are gonna have free things to give away. Like we'll be giving like little trial offers to the gym.
Yeah.
Donna's gonna have
Free
things,
teeth cleanings, yep,
and
yep,
Travis
yep.
gonna have things. We're gonna have things that you can get for free, but you only can get them if you're there that day. We're
Right.
not gonna have it offered any other time.
Right.
So we
Right.
want the community to understand that. Please come out and support your community because, as I spoke to earlier, we're all a working ecosystem.
Right.
So,
And you know what? I want to say, I'm so thankful for you, Donna, Dental Donna, for doing the trainings.
You better get that straight.
Get that training, okay? But also too, it's true that we need the community will come because I know it's a Sunday. We talked about that. It's a family day.
Bring the
but
family.
Bring the family. We have a lot of activities for the family. While
I know one booth that's going to be there. I'm sure Marceline. She'll have all her little kitty hair things that are beautiful.
Right. So it's gonna be a kid friendly event, and also it's gonna be where
It's also adult friendly.
100%.
Well,
Anyways. Anyways, I wanna-
everybody's heard a million times that small business is the backbone of every economy.
Right.
Yeah.
The way, this is really important, the way back out of this economic mess we're in is going to be through the small businesses. That's how it's going to happen. So if you come out and support even one of them, go to Arlene's for
Yeah.
lunch, you have contributed to the CNMI coming back.
no one's asking
'Cause
for
it's
$1
coming
million
back.
Yeah,
for
no one's asking.
a big contribution.
Right.
A $12 lunch
Right.
is going to help.
I would tell
Your
Arlene,
economy, your
make that lunch
ecosystem.
I see the hand
$18.
behind the monitor,
That
Brad.
might be
What is it, Brad?
beating her door down.
Want to give you guys a reminder, a couple things that you guys missed. You get your table, you get your black tablecloth.
For vendors.
You get your, for vendors. You get
Signage.
two bento lunches, one drink ticket for the mixer at
Yes.
5 p.m.
Yes.
And entry into the $1,000 cash
And free
raffle.
training for how to do a booth event.
Free training for
And free-
booth.
And
Yes.
that's the
By Dental
absolute
Dime.
best part about it. But
No,
I mean,
seriously,
the
yeah.
other two
No, it's
things
all
you
good.
got-
That's not.
Yeah. No, we were talking about like for getting vendors, but also we're talking about the attendees. What it's why should you attend? And I think Derek touched upon that. And I want to say that also thank you to our current sponsors that we have. We are committed. Atkins Crow
Oh, great.
committed to us as a sponsor. The Department of Commerce, so grateful for you guys. Thank you. They committed as a sponsor. Paradise Dental Spa with Dental Dawn.
Choose with every entry.
Free tooth. It's a sponsor. Also, I want to thank the office of Marissa Flores. Also,
wonderful.
the office of Cecilina Babauta is also a sponsor.
Sonia.
And also SPDA, Sonia Dankos, Engineering Services,
Your
that's so
company.
far. And as a cash sponsor. So thank you guys. Thank you because
I think we gotta come up with a name for the show coming up, and we're talking about me and Derek maybe hosting it. Maybe it could be Travis and Derek's time of the month.
Travis,
Sponsored by the Small Business Network.
right? I don't know if we'll get sponsors on that. So. But anyways,
I think we could.
let's Travis, one last word before we wrap up and say goodbye to our.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me is everything local. Do everything local, support everybody. Stay off Amazon. Stay off of your phone. Do everything that you can local.
I'm
And
so glad you brought that
if you
up.
can't find it, build it. If you can't do it, get someone that can.
Absolutely,
Everything local.
yes. And you know what? Go to Last Shard Bar.
That's Shard Bar.
Hey.
I'm
Fired.
sorry.
I love it.
Fired.
Actually, we got Thanksgiving coming up, and I was thinking about making shirts with a heart on them that said, "I got a heart on it." Last Shot Bar.
Oh my goodness.
It's going downhill. Time to close.
Okay, it's time to close up.
Definitely
Anyway,
not.
so
I
thank
just
you.
want to thank. I want to thank everyone for watching. You know, whether you're a
Yeah.
business owner or you're a citizen who has a 9-to-5 job, you know, this is just the very first of many to come. Bear with us. It was a
Yeah.
SHIT show, obviously.
Sip.
We
SHART.
No, it
Could
was
get
It was
better,
a
it
short
could get
show.
worse.
SIP Sip Happens. Sip Happens.
It's a Sip Happens short show that we will fine tune, and we learned a lot from today's
Rewind 30 minutes when
episode.
Derek was falling through the curtain.
But no, for real. I'm talking for real.
How many margaritas did he have? The whole tower is down.
Thank you all for viewing this short show.
Oh, sip happens, man.
Close.
Okay, Donna, what segment?
I'm just saying, every single business on this island, including these clowns,
Sorry, what was that me for?
are hurting. Right? We're all hurting, but when we come together, we can laugh for an evening.
We're hurting,
we
but
can
we're feeling
help
good.
each other. Just don't miss it. Don't miss it. Show up, play nice.
up.
That's
Yes.
I got that engraved on my necklace.
That's
here.
a good point, though. You know, we all are hurting.
They
And-
are,
and,
yeah.
and I don't want to downplay that because
Right.
the economy right now is rough. We all are feeling it.
Right.
Right. No, I don't care what your business is. We all know it. I mean,
Right.
you don't have to say anything. We all know we're all feeling it. But you know, tonight was fun.
And it was fun to have you
It's
guys
needed.
here. It was, and I'm sorry, Derek. We gotta wrap up because there's Mama's.
Brad needs to go to bed.
No,
We didn't even get
It makes
anything
sense.
accomplished that we wanted to get accomplished.
We had a
We
lot
had
of
to do
calls.
it. Yes, we
Oh
did.
my goodness.
we had way
We
more
didn't
done.
talk about Medicaid.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay. So next month, well, when these two bozos host a show where we'll have some serious segments there. Mean serious of like a little bit of local economy, politics, a little bit, right?
Yep.
But I want to say thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much for coming on the show here.
Thank you for having us.
First time we're having it,
Thank you.
and it's going to be better. And you know what? We're going to be so happy for the next show, and it's going to be so flawless.
And please let your friends know to watch the show next time.
Okay.
At the very least.
Next time, we're going to make sure that we don't have a curtain back there.
Come on, Charles. Charles, yeah. Get everybody to watch.
Okay. Okay, everybody,
you.
thank you.
Good night,
Here,
everybody.
Sit back, good night.
Thank
Right
you.
away, let's make
Sip
it
happens.
Sip happens.
Sip happens.
Excellent 2-hour show.